Hello, we are on Picture This, our hieroglyphics. Remember that yesterday we learned that the Greek word hieros meant holy, and that glyph, I believe I'm pronouncing that correctly, meant carving. I got a wonderful Moby message from Aubrey, who absolutely loved the National Geographic for Kids, that website, and hopefully you went on the National Geographic for Kids website in science too. Awesome websites, super cool. I tagged the National Geographic websites on my laptop as well because I just thought they were just super websites to go to for different things. Cassie sent me in, and I placed it on our Weebly website, a picture of her name in hieroglyphics. Keep this in mind. This is our project for this week. We're not going to be answering a constructive response in MobyMax. We're going to be creating our names in hieroglyphics. You can do this any way that you would like. You can make Play-Doh and do it in that. Now, this is not where you then turn off the video and tell your parents that Mrs. Shelton, or grandparents, that Mrs. Shelton said you need to make Play-Doh and make a hieroglyphic in that. You can do a creative picture like Cassie did. As you well recall, you are the artists, I am not. I'm going to do Shelton right across here in my pictures. I probably will, remember it's my own work, so I could ask Hannah, but I'm not going to because this is my own work, so it's going to be kind of less than. But I'm going to draw it right here. So I'm going to draw mine right here on this bottom line. Any way that you want to do it, just so that we're, as a class, able to see your hieroglyphic name. Okay? And then we'll post these throughout the week on our Weebly website. Be thinking about it. That's going to be due on Tuesday, but we're going to talk about it more on Monday. Okay? And I'm going to keep posting our excuse me, National Geographic website with that cool chart for the hieroglyphics, because I like that chart a lot for the hieroglyphics. This chart is fine too, but I like the other one better, I think. All right. So picture this. Following along as I'm reading, we're on page 115. I'm making a video instead of audio because it's easier for us to follow along with this one. So we're on the strategy section right here, and it says, look at the chart below, predict what the passage will be about. Well, we already know because we've studied about it yesterday. Consider the purpose of the chart and how it will help you understand the text. Skill. How does this information relate to the chart below? And then skill. Which hieroglyphic can be used for the letter D? Which letters have the same hieroglyphic? Well, we see that the chick right here, the U, W, and O are shared. The S and the Z are shared. O, U, W are shared. So we see that a lot of hieroglyphics are shared. So cool. All right, following along as I'm reading. In ancient Egypt, people used a form of picture writing known as hieroglyphics. This word means sacred writing. Hieroglyphics were carved on the walls of temples, tombs, and cartouches. Now, cartouches are usually made out of gold or stone and are worn as a part of jewelry. Oval figures that contain the names of rulers in hieroglyphics. English writing is made up of letters. The letters represent the sounds of the language. Hieroglyphics were just pictures. no letters at all. Sometimes a picture stood for the thing it showed. For example, sometimes, and we see that wave, and it looks like, meant water. Other times that wave stood for sound, from the Egyptian word for water. This chart shows hieroglyphics that can be used for English letters. And we've studied that and are continuing to study that. Flax. Flax is a type of seed, like wheat. 2 strokes, an arm. A crown. I don't know if that really looks like a crown. Cobra. Oh, yeah. Basket. A rope. A bolt. Okay. Okay, we are on page 117, the Rosetta Stone. Let's go over our words. Ancient, temple, scholars. Everybody should be on this page right now. Page 117. Seeker, translate, link, triumph, uncover. Right, following along. In 1799, a French army officer found a stone slab near the city of Rosetta in Egypt. On the stone was the same announcement in 3 different languages. At the top was hieroglyphics, a writing that uses pictures or symbols to stand for ideas and sounds. This writing was used in ancient Egypt. In the middle was an Egyptian language called Demotic. At the bottom was the Greek language. For more than 3,000 years, the ancient Egyptians used hieroglyphics on their temple walls and monuments. But over time, the language was forgotten. For hundreds of years, scholars were unable to figure out how to read hieroglyphics. Jean-Francois Champollion, maybe Champollion, I'll look it up, was a French scholar who wanted to be the first to read hieroglyphics. He studied the language his whole life. He was a true seeker of knowledge. He used the Greek part of the Rosetta Stone to translate the Egyptian part. The Rosetta Stone gave him a link between the known and the unknown. Champollion's work was a triumph. It allowed other scholars and archaeologists to uncover the history of ancient art. It allowed other scholars and archaeologists to uncover the history of ancient Egypt. That's better. Very interesting. Okay. All right. So Champollion, maybe? I'm going to look this up. Okay. When we come to part 2, which is going to be in just a second, we're going to go over our words in Spelling City. And I'm going to let you know how we pronounce Jean-Francois' last name.